I don't know if I want to. But I know we will. Because we review movies. Whether we like them or hate them, we're going to go see it.
Yeah, we're going to go see them. So that's what we do, is review movies. Alright, so here's a quick movie review from the by 77
SNES Hunter.
The movie we just saw is the movie
Argo.
Argo.
Buddy man, what are we watching? I got an idea.
They're a Canadian film crew for a science fiction movie.
I fly into Tehran. We all fly out together as a film crew.
I need you to help me make a fake movie.
So you want to come to Hollywood and act like a big shot without actually doing anything?
Yeah.
You'll fit right in. You need a script?
Argo, science fantasy adventure.
Moonscape, Mars, desert.
They need an exotic location to shoot.
You need a producer.
If I'm doing a fake movie, it's going to be a fake hit.
You don't have a better bad idea than this?
This is the best bad idea we have, sir. By far.
Who are the main characters of this movie? Ben Affleck's character. I forgot what was his name again.
I think it was Johnny something.
Yeah, something
But
Mendez.
it's not Johnny.
Yeah, it was something Mendez or something. He was.
They don't say it very much in the movie at all.
Yeah,
But
and
he
so
was the hero, sort of the movie.
yeah, and so he was in there, and Breaking Bad. Bryan Cranston was his boss at the CIA. What happens in this movie? They were trying to go in and rescue these 6 people who escaped from the Iranian invasion of the U.S. Embassy. And, you know, because there was other hostages, but these were the ones who escaped and stayed in the
Canadian Embassy.
Yeah, the Canadian guy. And they had to make a fake movie, which was the best idea of the bad ideas that they had to
try to get them out of Iran, basically.
Yeah, which probably pretty hard to do something like that when almost the whole country is against Americans on that point. So
yeah, didn't it kind of make you feel like they were like crazy? Like Iranians are a little crazy. It made you feel like they were.
Yeah, because he also used real footage, it looked like, and he used, you know, like they had actors and stuff. Which the one funny thing I noticed is when before they were breaking into the place, you see the Iranians yelling, and I saw this one guy in the middle going, ugh. Like an old guy just going, like he wasn't doing anything, he was going.
What,
like,
the Shiites?
Well, one of them, but he was just a guy, you know, in the crowd that was about for the break the embassy, and like everybody else was like really into it, and he's just going,
yeah,
like he was an extra or something, just going, yeah, and just like, okay, man. What makes this movie interesting? Well, for me, the most interesting part of the movie, them trying to, when he gets there and trying to have to explain to them what they got to do to get out, and then having to what they had to go through with the airport, you know, because it was just, that was where the intense part came in, to get from when he first lands, to get them through the stuff, and then get him to the airport, and then get him off. That was the intense part of the movie. Yeah,
it makes you, like, on the edge of your seat in the last, like, 40, maybe 30 minutes of it, you're just like, oh my god, you know? But when Ben Affleck, when he met John Goodman's character to make this fake movie, Argo, was it Alan Arkin?
Yeah, Alan Arkin.
He is the funniest character in this movie. He will make you laugh. It was my favorite part of this movie was basically their whole... John Goodman and Alan Arkin's characters were very funny together. John Goodman's always great, but he just makes this sarcastic jokes throughout the whole movie that makes the movie fun to watch, as well as it being serious and a true story based on true story. So yeah, and as you'll see in the movie, the way Alan Arkin describes the title of the movie, we can't say it because of the way he says it, but also it would, you know, it'd ruin one of the jokes in the movie if we said it. But just watch how he says the title, Alan Arkin. It's just, it was. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Want to go see or wait to see? You know, I'd recommend that they would
go see it, because I think it's probably gonna go up for Oscars, I guess, but I say recommend go see it in theaters, because it's just to see it on the big screen to get more impact, because you're not able to walk away to the microwave, or answer the phone or something like that. You're actually watching it, so you get more intense and you get within the scenes and stuff. So it's more of a movie to go see in theaters.
Yeah, go check it out, because it'll make you laugh, and it's history too. So if you weren't born yet, you may want to check it out and see how things looked in the back then, because they even used the old footage, like the old news anchors and everything. Very cool stuff.
It took place just before you were born, and then it ended just before I was. Well, no, the movie ended at a certain point, but then it said about the hostages being released before I was born. So it was like it was taken part during that time, which is weird. It was like
79 to 81.
Yeah, and so it was kind of like sitting there going, "Oh, okay, that was happening when I wasn't around."
But I think Ben Affleck did a great job directing the movie.
Yeah. I read on the BBC, some of them weren't really happy about the portrayal of, which you won't really notice much in the movie, of the British. How they, in one scene, he asks, where they can go, and Bryan Cranston's character says the British have turned away, the New Zealand and stuff turned away. And, BBC kind of had like, hey, that wasn't true. The British let him in for one day, but Affleck said, well, we kind of wanted to make it go with the, like they had no place to go, and kind of stick to the story as, accurately as we can, kind of thing like that. So that's why he made it, more like this instead of just,
And that's why it's based.
Yeah, it's not
a true story.
Yeah, so it's not totally.
Yeah, it's not totally true.
On a scale of 1 to 5, what do you give this movie? So I'd give it 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I'd give it a 4 too, as well, because it's funny. It's I like history. It's based on something that happened that's pretty big, for the world, and it's just a good story, and it makes you feel good, and it's fun to watch. Alan Arkin is the highest part of the movie for me, because he makes you laugh. And something so serious, you want to feel good too. You don't want to be stressed out through the whole movie.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like, oh my god, You got to laugh a little bit.
When you go see it, the funny parts do kick in, and they do help out at certain times, because you're watching and you're sitting there, and then, the funny part's just like, you're not sitting there going, oh, here comes the funny part. It comes in, it kicks in there, and it kind of, it's not like slapstick.
It's the comedic relief.
Yeah.
Which is awesome for this movie, because it needed it, and they did a very good job. Go see the movie, Argo.
That's our quick movie review. If you like it, click just like down below, comment, do whatever you want. Share this video with whoever you like. Comment, let us know what you think. Next week, I think, is going to be that Tom Hanks, Halle Berry cloud movie.
It's a trippy movie.
Yeah, so we're going to go see that one. I barely know what it's about. I know there's Halle Berry, Tom Hanks, and an Asian girl.
I think it has to do with, like, 3 moments in time. Like, there's the past, present, and future, and somehow it's all connected. And maybe we'll connect a past, present, and future sort of video.
Yeah, something. So whenever you have somebody behind you in a theater, and it's an open theater, it's kind of weird, especially when you hear a tap, 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 a tap, tap, tap.
So we're sitting in the theater, and all of a sudden, somebody goes ahead, and the theater's empty, and the old couple, I don't know if they're old, maybe 40s or 50s, they sit directly behind me. Not that that's anything weird. It wasn't even in the middle of the theater seats, but anyway, we come into something very random that's never happened before, that has to do with stuff that, like, the crowd does in terms of being obnoxious, like kicking your seat.
Yeah.
What were they doing?
They were tap, tap, tapping, tap, tap, tapping.
They were tapping with their feet. They were tapping. Tap, tap, tap. They were tapping away, and they were tapping behind my ear. And then I moved over a couple seats. And then, what did you hear?
Then I heard the tapping, which I kind of thought, I was wondering why he moved, and then heard the tapping once he moved, and I was just like, oh, that's why. Because these people, instead of kicking, they're tapping.
That's why I moved.
So instead of making it just uncomfortable for one person, they're making it uncomfortable for anybody sitting in that section.
So it's kind of a new thing.
Yeah.
Instead of kicking your seat or being obnoxious with your voice, it's tap, tap, tapping with your feet. Tap, tap, tap.
Tap, tap, tapping.